The Secret Door in the Hills. In a quiet little village surrounded by green hills, there lived a girl named Amara. She was known for her boundless curiosity. While other children stayed close to home, Amara loved wandering the meadows, streams, and woods. She carried a little notebook in which she scribbled sketches of flowers, strange rocks, and anything that caught her eye. But there was one place that always made her wonder more than the rest: the tallest hill that stood just beyond the village. It had no trees, only grass, and it seemed to glow golden at sunset. The elders often said, "That hill holds old secrets. Don't wander too far up." But Amara's curiosity only grew. One afternoon, while chasing a rabbit across the hillside, Amara saw a door on the hill. She brushed away the dirt and uncovered a stone slab carved with strange swirls and symbols. As she looked closer, she realized it wasn't just a stone, it was part of a door. A door built right into the side of the hill. Amara's heart raced. "A secret door," she whispered. She tugged and pushed, but it wouldn't open. Still, she couldn't forget it. For days she returned, sketching the symbols in her notebook, pressing her ear against the stone, listening for sounds from within. One evening, as the sun sank low and painted the sky orange and pink, Amara rested her hand on the carvings and spoke softly. "Please, let me see what lies inside." To her amazement, the symbols glowed faintly and the door rumbled. Slowly, it swung open, revealing a passage lit by glowing moss. A cool breeze drifted out, carrying a smell of earth and something sweet, like honey. Taking a deep breath, Amara stepped inside. The tunnel walls sparkled with veins of crystal. The deeper she went, the brighter the moss glowed, until the entire passage shimmered like starlight. She followed the path until she reached a vast underground chamber. It was unlike anything she had ever seen. Waterfalls trickled from the ceiling, glowing as though the water itself carried light. Strange stone bridges crossed over pools of clear water that reflected colors like rainbows. On the far side of the chamber stood tall stone pillars carved with animals, stars, and suns. Amara gasped in wonder. This is like a hidden world. But adventure is never without challenge. As she explored, she came to a fork in the passage, 3 tunnels, each marked with a carving. One had the symbol of a key, another a torch, and the last a book. Unsure, she closed her eyes and whispered, "What do you want me to learn?" Her hand drifted to the tunnel marked with the book. The path wound downward until she entered another chamber. At its center stood a stone pedestal holding a golden chest. Amara's heart pounded. Treasure. She approached carefully, but before she could touch it, the ground trembled. Out of the shadows stepped a creature, a guardian of stone, shaped like a lion with glowing eyes. Amara froze. The guardian's deep voice echoed, "Child of the village, you have entered the Hill of Secrets. Tell me, do you seek riches? Or do you seek wisdom?" Amara swallowed hard. Her heart wanted to say treasure, but her mind whispered otherwise. "Wisdom," she said. "I want to learn the secrets that were hidden here." The lion's eyes glowed brighter. Slowly, it stepped aside. "Then you may open the chest." With trembling hands, Amara lifted the lid. Inside she found not gold or jewels, but scrolls, maps, stories, lessons, and records from people who had lived long before. She unrolled one and gasped. It told of how the village was founded, how the people once lived in harmony with the forest and hills, and how the secret door was built to protect their knowledge. Amara realized that the true treasure was not riches, but wisdom, the kind that could guide her village for generations. As she left the chamber, the guardian's voice followed. "Remember, child, knowledge is a treasure that must be shared, not hidden." She retraced her steps, carrying the scrolls carefully. When she finally stepped back into the meadow, the stars had filled the night sky. She looked back. The door had vanished, hidden once more in the hillside. The next morning, Amara gathered the villagers and told them everything. She showed them the scrolls, reading aloud the lessons of the past. The people listened in awe, for they had never known their history so deeply. From that day on, Amara was no longer just the curious girl who wandered the hills. She became the storyteller of the village, the keeper of knowledge, the one who reminded everyone that the greatest treasures are not gold or jewels, but wisdom and the courage to seek it. And though no one ever found the door again, the meadow on the hilltop seemed to glow brighter whenever Amara passed by, as if the hill itself was smiling.